Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2020. And it actually not right at the moment. I mean, it's windy, but it's not a bad day. It's very mild. But it was raining just all through the night. A lot of rain yesterday, and I'll show you that in a second. But before we get into the topic of this video, which we're going to jump right into it right away, so I don't want to get off topic, but I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so please join me then, and we will go over everything that's going on and all the craziness that's happening in this wonderful world of ours. And so please check us out tonight for that, and we will go from there. Okay, so let's get into this video, guys. Nurses, my fellow nurses, and then doctors, it is time for us to unite and stand up and say no more. Management has dictated what you are allowed and not allowed to do for long enough, and they put the dollar above all else. They could care less. I'm going to remind you guys, they could care less about you, period. You have always been replaceable. They do not care, okay? So that being said, you guys, doctors and nurses, are in a position of strength. I'm going to show, there's Mr. Buddy. You are in a position of strength. I know, I hear you. For the first time, really the first time in a long time, it is time for doctors and nurses to say, without proper PPE, I am no longer doing this job. And if you guys stand up together and unite and say, this isn't happening, because you have to remember something, my friends, this is your lives, not just your job. I know everybody's so worried all the time, well, I'll lose my job. Well, I'm going to tell you what, as a nurse or a doctor, you can get another job. Always. There's always another job out there. That job that you think is so awesome and so wonderful wherever you may be, it is not worth your life, okay? So I want you guys really, I mean, and I'm serious when I say this, it's time to stand up to these administration pieces of garbage. Yes, I see you. And tell them no more. Until they have proper medical equipment there for you guys to use, for proper protective equipment, go on strike. Walk out. What are they going to do? You're needed. You look at what's going on around the world, what has happened. You have doctors and nurses dying. We have them dying here in the United States. Is this worth your life? I don't believe that it is, okay? So, as you can see, we had a lot of rain. I mean, a lot of rain. So, it happens. What are you going to do? But anyway, I really want people to think about this, guys, because this is really, really important. You know, this whole thing is no joke whatsoever. And I really want people to be aware that what they need to do for themselves. It's just, things are getting crazy. I mean, it's just getting really, really crazy. And, you know, as things continue to get worse and the demands on nurses and doctors become more and more, you know, why are you being told that you need to reuse equipment? Because they don't have it, or it's because they won't get it? Okay? With hospital administration or nursing home administration, it is always has been, always will be about the bottom line. That's all they care about. They don't care about you, anything like that. You have families to think about. I know you know, you have to be able to make a living, but I'm going to tell you what, this is a time where you are in a position of extreme power, especially here in New York right now with how bad it is here. And it continues to get worse around the country as well. So all of you guys, and stand up to these administrators and say, you know, unite, work together. Say, listen, get together with the doctors in the hospitals. Get together, you know, with all the nurses and the other staff. And this goes for your phlebotomist. This goes for your secretaries, everybody. And, you know, they don't want you, I mean, I've had people say, oh, they don't want us wearing a mask because it's going to scare the patients or residents or, you know, the people in the hospital. Too bad. Too bad. Your life is more important. So either you continue to lay down and take it, continue to risk your lives for nothing, okay, because of a paycheck. I'm going to tell you what, guys, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, February was 2 years since I retired, and I don't miss it for 1 second. I hate the politics. I miss my residents, I miss my patients, because they were always pretty fun, and I had a good time, and I had a good relationship with them. But management just absolutely sucks, and they could care less about people. Never have, never will. They don't care about staff. They treat their CNAs, especially the CNAs, they treat CNAs like they're garbage, which is not, it's not the way it should be. So like in your nursing homes, if the CNAs and the nurses that are on staff there, because there's generally not, there's a doctor that comes in, but he's generally not there all the time, stand up, unite. Now is the time. You have another nursing home, I believe this time it was in Maryland, where several residents and also staff are positive for the virus, okay? This is going to happen more and more and more as this criteria nonsense of why they're not testing certain people and on all this type of stuff. I keep getting a lot of information from people, well, I have all the symptoms, but I'm not being allowed to be tested because I don't fit whatever criteria it is, okay? So when I talked the other day and I said everybody should be tested, what I mean by that, guys, when you have a population like New York City, and you have a really huge concentration of people in a small area like that, and it is spreading, and I'm going to use Andrew Cuomo's term, not like a train, but like a bullet train in New York, okay? It is spreading like wild down there, and people are still walking around, doing whatever they want to do. You have people fleeing New York, okay? So here's the other thing that's kind of frightening with this thing. You have people that are from New York City that have decided, well, it's time to get out of Dodge because things are getting bad here. They may be positive, and they're taking off and they're going to other states. So what happens then? They start spreading it there because they may be asymptomatic and not even realize. Because obviously, hopefully, let me just say it that way. Hopefully, nobody willfully is going to go out and try to spread this around and get other people sick. But again, if you do not know you're sick and you feel fine, you just don't know. We're up here and we're laying low, and that's what we're doing. We're self-isolating. We're not sick. Okay, but we've made that decision to do a very, very low profile. If we have to go into town to get gas or whatever, we do it. I wear gloves and protection with the gas pumps. I'm not taking any chances, so we're not interacting with a whole bunch of people, and that's the smart way to do it, okay? It really, really is. You really, guys, you need to protect yourselves now. It's really important. So I want to hear your guys' feedback. I want to hear from my nurses and doctors, because I'm going to tell you what, guys, if you honestly work together and say, I am not putting up with this crap anymore, we need to protect ourselves and protect each other, it'll happen. But you're the ones that are going to have to make it happen. Because I'm going to tell you right now, management, administrative people, they won't do it. They won't do it because they don't care. For them, it's all about the bottom line and that almighty buck. Somebody had said to me, they're still taking residents into these nursing homes from the hospitals. Well, of course they are. That's money. That's all they care about. They only care about money. They don't care about you. So you guys need to unite, work together. So anyway, I do want to hear your guys' feedback on this. I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Okay? But, so we... this is always, guys, okay, now, it looks good over here, obviously, with the gravel in here now, because if you remember, this whole area before was completely filled with water. It happens here. I knew it was going to continue to happen over here because of the fact that we didn't have, I didn't bring in more dirt. So, it's just, it is what it is, but, I'm going to have to bring more fill in here down the road. There's no doubt about that. AB, what do you got on your tail? A burdock. That's what that is. But anyway, I want to remind you guys too, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community. Oh my God. You have no idea that I just walked barefoot through here. Nice. Yeah, so so much for that. Oh my god. Alright. So anyway, going over here to try to get the cat. I knew that was going to be wet too. Oh boy. Yeah, that's fun. Alright. Over here it's good and hard though. Unbelievable. So, remember guys, we do have the Prepper Nurse 1 community. It is a great resource. Hold on a second. Oh my god, this is... Oh well. We have the, on the website at preppernurse1.com, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community. It is a great resource for you guys to connect with like-minded people. Sorry, I'm not going to worry about my feet till afterwards. But it's a great resource for you guys if you're looking to connect with like-minded people. So you go to preppernurse1.com. You'll see the Prepper Nurse 1 community. You click on that. You have to register, but it is very private. There is no credit card information asked for. It is totally free. So please take advantage of that, and you know, that way you can you know, get a chance to talk with like-minded people. If you want to just go in and check out the message boards, you can do that. Also, if you're looking to, you know, trying to network, it's a good resource for networking. Sorry, I was like a mess there for a second. I apologize. Also, it's you know, it's an opportunity where you can, you know, network. If you're looking to try to form a group or anything like that, that's a good resource for that. So definitely go and check that out. Also, still on my website, we do still have the legacy freeze-dried food as well. So if you are looking to add to your freeze-dried food, go on the website, click on the store. It clicks down, you'll see Legacy Foods, click on that. I do want to remind people that, you know, like now, right now the larger orders are available and they can ship those out pretty fast, all right? So your 120 meal buckets or higher, those are available to get out sooner. Anything else that's ordered, you will probably be looking at between a 30 and 50 business day delay. Just being honest, that's what's happening there. But the thing with that, the first in, first out. So as things become available, then your stuff is going to be there faster. They are continuing to work. They are considered, you know, definitely something that is important, and so they haven't stopped production. Okay, so just putting that out there as well, so you guys know. I hope everybody's doing well, guys. Be safe. Again, join me tonight, 8 p.m., where we'll sit down and talk. And it's time for nurses to take a little power back, guys. It really is. So I hope you guys do that. I hope everybody's doing well. I will talk to you all tonight. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so that's really important. Also, remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Okay? That's it. Oh, and yesterday we ended up with a dozen eggs yesterday, just so you guys know. I know some of you are curious how we do each day. We ended up with 12 eggs yesterday. So hopefully, so far, as of today, we've only had 4. So, but it's still early. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.